I follow Maria McKee, she's this great solo artist. She was in a band called Lone Justice. She posted something about Billie. It was like a festival. You were playing and then all of a sudden you got everybody to jump at the same time. That's when I discovered you for the first time. And then I was like, her music is really good. And then I noticed that her name was spelled with an I-E. I reposted something. I said, does anybody know how I can get this merch? And then
it's the craziest day of my life. He posted this picture of me, and at the time with like a couple of my friends, and I was wearing this bandana that just said Billie. I actually thought it was a fan account for him posting it. Like, oh, I want to get this bandana because it says Billie, and that's the same name. But then I was like, hold on, this is really,
this is me, yeah, no.
It was him.
Me, when I was writing music when I was really young, it was always important to me to be able to feel like I'm writing songs that I can sing 20 years later. And that's what creates longevity for people, I think.
I remember having this conversation with my mom about like Bury a Friend and how we were like, no one's gonna give a fuck. Cause it's like, you know, the lyrics are, I wanna end me. That's the chorus.
I'm always gravitate towards music that sounds like freedom, an earnest person that's expressing themselves. And that song, you're talking about death. And that's as real as it gets. Just like the lyrics were very real. And that's really important in music, is to be real, especially when you're surrounded in things that sound synthetic and not real.
I've been actually surprised that people like my music. When Ocean Eyes came out, I remember a couple days, like a day after it came out, it got like 1,000 plays. Like on SoundCloud, it says like 1,000 plays. Right. And I thought that was like the craziest thing.
Whatever happens to someone when they first get popular as a musician, it's like that feeling of the first time never happens twice. You have to kind of keep creating new stuff to kind of keep things like interesting in your life, I guess. Which is hard because it's kind of, that's the golden carrot that people dangle in front of your face, is like, do I want to sound like somebody else so that I can stay relevant? Yeah. When it comes down to it, as an artist, I have to wake up and look at myself every morning and respect like what I do. When I saw you play, it was such a good show. Like I was like, I mean, everybody was singing along in this way. I was like, it was kind of like going to like a football game in England, like a soccer game, but they were singing along to like dark stuff, which that was even cooler.
I had never been more conscious of myself during a show than knowing that Billie Joe Armstrong was in the crowd.
Were you really? I'm sorry.
No, it was like, it wasn't bad. I just didn't realize that I had never felt so like, oh my, like, I don't know.
That was a great show.
Thank you.
And I was good.
Thank you for coming to it.
Yeah. Do you have bad shows?
Yeah, but I will say though that the bad shows are still...
It's all good.
If you feel really strongly about a certain thing, you do that. The life that he has, no one ever has lived and will never live, ever. He's the only person that's ever gonna live that. And so no one can know except this dude. And the fact that like, he's still sane, he's still gorgeous, he's still him, having gone through all this, it's just like, I don't know.
My life could have definitely gone in a different direction. And I'm just glad I'm able to do the things that I love to do, and people show up. It's okay to be pretty, you know, but
I love that.
But it's okay to be ugly, you know. That's one thing I really like what you said to your fans. I think it saves lives, you know. I do.